Hello everyone, and welcome to the finale to Uncharted 4. In the last episode, we went to rescue our brother, and, well, we finally stopped Rafe. Literally squashed him with like several tons of gold and other such treasure-based things. But this time, we're going to see an end to this adventure in a way that I think is the most fitting. I'll explain why. You're probably thinking, well, what's the end to this adventure, huh? We just saw a TV at the very end of your episode last time. You're about to see why that's so important. Because, well, I think everybody who has played through this game already likes this ending, but for those who have never played an Uncharted game and have been watching this Let's Play, or watched someone else's playthrough, and have not seen this ending yet, you're going to like this. It starts off pretty simple, you know, just a rehash of whenever Elena let Nate play her game, or I'm sorry, TV game thing. TV game thing? Yeah, you know, that thing. I'm not very good at voice acting, by the way. Let me... There we go. Yeah, so... this is basically the same thing, including falling because we get distracted. But you'll notice something. The environment is a little different. Oops. By the way, you can actually beat Elena's high score in this game. It's just very hard to. But this is the only other chance you would get to beat the high score. But an easy way to keep trying is to save just before... Whoops. I was gonna say, an easy way to keep trying at winning against her high score is to simply just reload the save before you start playing the game. I'm not doing that, however, but just know that that is an opportunity for you, and that is something that you can do. Also, can I just say that it's hard to play this game with a D-pad, even though you literally have a control stick on the DualShock? But, yeah. I think they just did that for old school's sake. Checkpoint, but not that that matters. No! Oh! And... yeah. Oh well. We tried. I almost made it though, but as the camera slowly pans to the left, you're gonna notice something. The room looks a little different. That's one thing, and you're gonna see why. This is Cassie. Cassie Drake. Yeah, that's right.
Where
Drake.
are they?
And that dog is named Vicky. You're probably thinking, wait, I think I know where this is going. And you're right. The epilogue introduces us to Nathan and Elena's daughter, Cassie Drake, and their lovely dog, Vicky, who is named after Victor Sullivan, only it is obviously a female.
Old school.
Crash Bandicoot. You cannot flip this over, but look at the detail. Complete with the PlayStation logo, the PlayStation name, the K to A, you know. That was back whenever the ESRB was still kind of in its infancy. You got the classic cover art. Naughty Dog was spot on with that. And sure, Activision owns, you know, Crash Bandicoot now, but hey, Naughty Dog made him first, but yeah. Let's look around a little bit. Got Venice Surf Puppies, Live to Shred. Got Traveler's Spirit, which that I don't know why, but that reminds me of the cover art for the Led Zeppelin album. The one that has that song, Immigrant Song. You know, the we got some more posters, including Junior Women's Surf Competition. So I guess Cassie went surfing. Hardcore Summit, Climber Festival. Got a book over here.
So good.
I really do like that detail about how, like, paperback books, like, the books that are, like, paper covers, they, like, realistically flop. But as we could see, Cassie is an avid reader. I'm not just saying that because she has glasses on.
I really should clean this up. Later.
Don't worry, Cassie. I used to have a messy room back before I moved, but now it's relatively clean. I say relatively because there's still stuff in places, but I digress. We got some photos up there. Got Lost Freeway by Jessica Liu and Roland Worth, I think. That name right there, Roland Worth, is actually a reference to the voice actor and performer of Nathan Drake himself, Nolan North. We got Savage Starlight 2, which I have no idea what that's a reference to. Yeah. Got Cassie's room right over here. You can look around if you so choose, and you can even see a little glimpse of outside, which is a little bit of foreshadowing. But you're going to notice something throughout this entire epilogue. There is no action whatsoever. That's what I meant in the description when I said this is going to be a fittingly peaceful conclusion to Nathan's adventures. Gonna mirror but yeah. Also, Cassie, you're lucky. My bathroom's a separate room. I hope that doesn't sound creepy, I'm just saying. But luckily for me, my bathroom is literally right next to my bedroom, so all I have to do is just dart out and in.
Anyone?
Anyway, we can look some more if we want to, which we will.
Yoo-hoo!
Hi, Vicky. Yeah, you can look around if you want. It seems deserted. What's going on here?
Oh, that looks
But then we have
beautiful.
this, something that will easily put smiles on someone's face. You see here, Nathan and Elena's wedding. And by the way, just a reminder, if you want to flip a page forward, you just push the control stick to the left, like so. And then we have pictures of Cassie's birth, or rather, her as a baby, with Nathan and Elena holding her, really cute. And then, yeah, you can also zoom if you want, but look at Victor's just holding Cassie, and they're just like, I don't like the looks of this person. Then we have Cassie feeding a little baby Vicky. So cute. Then
Sam looks so
look at
young.
that. Look how cute this is. Just cute, peaceful. It's happy. It's a break from the otherwise gritty action of Uncharted. Even though Uncharted isn't exactly rated M, it's still a very serious series. I'm not trying to sound goofy when I say that, but this series has so many fans, and so to see this, it's so good. But here on the left, we see a young Cassie and her mom on a camel. And on the right, we see a slightly more grown-up Cassie with her uncle, Sam. I don't think that's an Easter egg to the US, though. It's just a coincidence. There we have Cassie with Vicky again. And there she is, a little bit more grown up on the sailboat right there. And that's it. You're all done browsing over there. Go over here if you want. But there's nothing over here. Nothing over here. You can look around in here if you'd want, but there isn't anything to speak of that you would be interested in looking at. So instead, Vicky will actually guide you to different parts of the house. But you're more than welcome to explore if you want. But she's guiding us over here because basically Vicky's guiding us around the house in a way where we can just look at everything without having like a straightforward go here quickly, because there literally is no urgency. There's no combat you have to deal with. There's no danger or anything like that. It's just a peaceful ending to Nathan Drake's life as a treasure hunter.
Mom has weird taste in music. But I
This
kinda
is
like
Vicky
this one.
again.
Whoa, so cool. I need to ask Mom to borrow this one again.
Very nice. You cannot interact with that telescope. I don't know why you would want to. It's like next to the wall. I say that like it's a bad thing. But we've been to that little room that I guess is sort of like a hangout room. That seems to be their bedroom. That seems to be Cassie's room.
We should totally throw a party in here. They wouldn't even know.
Now it says girl, but I just went ahead and spoiled the name for you. But that is her name. You'll hear it later on.
Alright. But just this one.
Yeah. Yeah, about that. You can give Vicky another treat, but that's it.
Alright. But this is the last one for today. Okay?
Yeah. You cannot feed her any more treats after that. But you can still explore. There's a bathroom here. Nothing really of interest. There's, however, this.
Here we go.
Oh, what the?
Oh, cool. Sam and Sully are coming to visit.
Oh. Anyway. Hello, texture. I believe this is a thing from... Yep, Victor. So let me try my best Victor impersonation. Tiny cafe in the middle of a busy Havana street, drinking what might be the best goddamn espresso I've had in my life. No job, no one chasing us. Retirement is weird. Weird but good. Sam says, tell him to stock up the fridge with less shitty beer before we arrive. His words, not mine. Sam is also reminding me that you lost the bet. To both of us. 12 months and counting with no smoking. And I'm in Cuba, for God's sakes. God's sake. That's how good I've been. Anyway, send the girls our love. Tell Cassie to warm up the backgammon board. I want my rematch. Looking forward to seeing the gang in a couple of weeks. Your pal, Victor. So it seems that Victor and Sam both have a peaceful ending to their escapades. On the back we see a picture of them. I gotta say, it looks very nice. I'm still very glad that Sony decided, hey, you know, maybe people would like this in May for the free game for May. Wait, no, it was May. 'Cause in June it was Call of Duty World War II and Star Wars Battlefront 2. I believe, right? Let me check. No, not that. Oh, it was April, not May. But man, what a way to celebrate the almost 4 years of goodness this game had. But can look around some more. What's really cool is watch this. She makes it! Good job, Cassie. There's nothing else over here, but stand for this house.
Hey! Off she goes.
It's cute. Oh, that's the backgammon board. Oh. Yeah, I think that's backgammon. Just look how quaint this is. When you think of Uncharted, you don't think of, like, this.
Ah, perfect day. Now all we need is the rest of our boat crew.
There's our boat, but where's our crew? There's another house over there, but we're gonna explore some more. Playing as Vicky, by the way, you cannot jump. You're stuck between walking or running, depending on where you are. And this is the only level you could play as her in. But on your first playthrough, you might be missing out on an optional conversation.
No?
Which is with Vicky.
Hey, Vicky.
So cute. There's one of my favorite dog breeds, too.
Okay, girl. Where's Mom and Dad? All right, go find them. Go. Really? Fine. I'll find them myself.
Look around if you want. And
The food's all here.
so it seems like Cassie was just home alone. You're probably thinking, oh no, does that mean... Well, no. That Nate and Elena went off on an adventure without Cassie. They just went somewhere. Not for an adventure, just going to a store or something.
Not here either. Okay.
But here's the other house. Of note, the most importance over there is that cabinet, which we'll get to that last, because, well, we actually have to. But looking around, look at this.
Whoa. Good job cleaning this up.
So there's that. We have this little note over here.
You figured it out.
Yep. And then we have all these, which are...
Look at you all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Wonder where that term came from.
Oh, yeah, I was hanging out with Sully for this one.
Yeah, so...
Oh, this was definitely my favorite dig.
The thing is... Technically, Nate did retire, but that means from, like, the crazy adventures that he used to do, which was, like, fighting against bad guys. Look how cute that is. Nothing really else you could really look at that I've read. There's a map over here.
Got the search area narrowed down quite a bit.
So this all seems fine. Nothing out of the ordinary, I guess. Except for the fact that Elena and Nate are nowhere to be seen. But... well, that's about to change in a little while. How about we look at this?
So goofy.
Yeah, so Cassie is, well, part of the treasure hunting crew, I guess. But that's not where we're gonna end things off. Rather...
He left his keys. He left his keys.
Yep. Going in deeper.
There's no way.
Don't worry, there's not gonna be any surprises. It's not like some bad guys are gonna barge in. But still pretty cool. Because you get to see the things that Nate has collected. Of note is that skull, the Spanish doubloon, the St. Dismas cross,
Oh,
and a
nice,
gun holster.
Gun holster, Dad.
Eh.
What is this?
Got the doubloon.
A Spanish doubloon. But from where?
Oh, I didn't know you could even look in those. That is the notebook that Sully took.
Bullet hole?
You know, like, it was a makeshift bullet vest, I guess. You can look around as much as you want, but, well, you'll see.
Some kind of resin or something? Weird.
That is the resin from Uncharted 2. The book is from Uncharted 1. We have this doubloon, which I believe is from Libertalia.
Pirate coin. That looks like Avery's sigil. Wait, is it Avery's sigil?
Libertalia. And we have the Decipher ring from Uncharted 3, which was actually my first Uncharted game.
Kinda creepy. Kinda cool.
And then the final thing we will be looking for. As you can see, there are no other triangles. This is the last one.
Hello.
Cassandra Morgan. This means that Cassie's name, had Nathan not legally changed his last name to Drake, would be Cassie Morgan. You can read this if you want. It's exactly the same thing as when we first read it in the chapter of the brothers Drake.
Avery, the Gunsway heist. Wait, did you go looking for Avery's treasure?
Huh. This looks awfully peculiar.
No way. Is that Dad?
Then
Sig Parvis Magna. Greatness from small beginnings. What's this?
found this on my old camera. Thought you'd like to have it. From E.
What the hell? Oh shit.
Language.
Rip.
A little bit better.
Hey, there you are.
Hey!
Been looking for you.
He looks a little bit older,
What are you doing in here?
as does Elena a little bit.
Looking for you guys. Come on, we loaded up the boat. It's ready.
Cool. I'll catch up with you guys in a sec.
Why?
I just need to,
What's up, Cassie?
Okay. Don't be mad. Hey, I said don't be mad.
Keys. So, what did you see?
Nothing really. Well, just that photo of you two and Sully. With a bunch of Spanish-looking treasure. And a shotgun.
This is bound to happen sometime. Maybe we should just tell her.
She's not ready for it.
Ready for what? All that crazy shit in there?
Language.
Yeah, language.
Sorry. But you guys are literally keeping skeletons in your closet. Or at least a silver skull of some kind.
No, I don't think I'm ready for this. Hey,
Nate, it's time to have the talk.
Yeah, it's totally time. Wait, which talker are we talking about here?
She's just
The one you're thinking of.
She's older than you and Sam when you started all of
That
this.
is different, and you know it.
Okay, look, if you guys were into some shady stuff, it's totally cool. But I think I'm old enough to know about it, right?
Old enough. How old are you again?
Haha, funny. Mom?
All right.
Well, let's see. For me, it started when this guy hooked me up with a scoop on a massive historical find. Sounded like a complete fraud.
Yeah.
My PS4
Handsome.
sounds like a jet taking off.
No, I hadn't
Handsome
even
fraud.
met him yet.
She knew. She knew.
So this fraud says, if you fund the be the coffin of Sir Francis Drake.
And for the record, I totally delivered.
Yeah, you delivered us into the hands of Indonesian pirates.
No, come on. You know I had nothing to do with
Okay,
that.
guys, time out. You're saying that you were attacked by pirates after you found the coffin of Sir Francis Drake. Is that right?
Yeah,
pretty
that's
much it.
right.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Language. Better.
Alright, so keep going.
You know what? The sun is up. Boat's ready. Wind is just right. You want to continue the story? I say we do it on the water. Come on.
Well, wait, what'd Francis Drake look like? Was it gross?
Actually, he wasn't in there. Yeah, just his journal with a map to El Dorado.
The City of Gold?
That's the legend. Turns out it was just a statue. A cursed statue.
No.
This right here
Yeah, seriously.
is by far one of the best endings I've ever seen in a video game. Might be a little small, you know, you don't get to do like crazy stuff like you'd normally do. But it makes up for it with a nice solemn ending. A nice calming, you know, peaceful ending that I'm pretty sure a lot of Uncharted fans, I myself included, would definitely love. So, yeah, that was Uncharted for A Thief's End. My overall review of this game is excellent. The combat itself is just as fast-paced as the last one, if not better, because of the grappling mechanic. The story is really well done. The exploration and the platforming and all that stuff is extremely well done. And the music is really good. I love it. But there is one thing. There's one thing I would like to say. And that is that there is one thing I would like to address. There is technically a game that came out after this, but it's not like a sequel that involves Nate. It is more like a spin-off, but it does take place after this game, which is known as The Lost Legacy, but I will not be covering that game. But it's not that I don't like it, it's just I don't really have any present plans to cover The Lost Legacy. But what I will say though is that for anyone who is curious about the Uncharted series, you should definitely pick up this game. You don't have to play the other ones in order to play this one, because the thing is, the game itself will actually reference the previous games, and all you would really have to do is just watch the cutscenes or watch full playthroughs of the previous games in order to get a better understanding for the story for those games. But in terms of like, oh, well, should I have played the other games in order to understand the story for this one? Not really, because the stories of those games aren't really connected to this one, but they are referenced. But it's not like, oh, since you did this and this thing, then it's gonna lead it into this thing. But, yeah. So as we let the credits roll, I would like to say thank you all for sticking with me throughout this Let's Play. This was, again, something that I thought about doing a little while back, and I'm honestly glad that I was able to do this Let's Play, because, honestly, it is one of my favorite game series of all time. And this is PS3 with a third title in the franchise. But to see that Naughty Dog delivered a solid hit after the third game. And I'm not even going to address Golden Abyss because that's on Vita and the control scheme isn't as good. As in, that one was horribly flawed with the control scheme, but in terms of the story, I assume it's well done. But we're talking about like the mainline installments. So Naughty Dog, keep doing what you're doing. Don't listen to the haters saying, why would you do this in this game? Okay, I will say it again. I'm about to talk about some spoilers for The Last of Us Part 2. Abby kills Joel in that game because of what he did in the first game, which was that he stormed the hospital where Ellie was being held because doctors there were trying to make a vaccine out of the DNA in her that had the infection. Because she was technically infected, but she wasn't, you know, turning into a fungal zombie creature. But, like, what I mean by this is that in the ending for that game, for Uncharted, or no, not Uncharted, The Last of Us 1, is that Joel finds out the location of the hospital where the procedure will be done. He storms it and he, I believe, kills one of the doctors and spares the other one, but intimidates them to where they don't want to do the operation anymore. And he rescues Ellie. Why is that important? It's because Abby's father was the one that we killed in The Last of Us 1. And so what she did, you know, torturing and eventually killing Joel, wasn't just, oh, well, it's because it's a messed up world. She was doing it in self-defense. She was doing it because she loved her father, and she wanted to get revenge for what happened. But this poses a question. Was Joel the bad guy? In his eyes, no. He was just doing what he thought was right. He was saving Ellie from something that would most likely kill her. But Abby responded by killing Joel in retaliation for her father's death. So, to those making some sort of mean comments about that, saying, they ruined the game because of this. No, they didn't. If they ruined the game, then nobody would play it. I've seen lots of people sing their praises about that game. And the thing is, on launch day, I even saw people going into my local GameStop, like, last month, going in to get their game. And I saw them come out with, like, collector's editions and stuff. And I couldn't help but smile. Because those people were just so happy to get something that they wanted to get. And was it possible that they knew about the leaks? Yeah. But the thing is, that doesn't matter. Because for all the hate that something will get, there's always a passionate community behind something. Like, for example, Call of Duty. A lot of people didn't really like the futuristic stuff that they did for a time. But then there are the people who thought that those games were actually really good. Advanced Warfare was actually my first Call of Duty that I ever got, and I absolutely loved the living hell out of it. I didn't get Black Ops 3 until a couple of years ago, I think. I think it was 2016, I think. But then we have Infinite Warfare. People sung their hate about that because, well, it's futuristic, it takes place in space, blah blah blah. Listen, if Activision and the developers of that game wanted to make a sort of new story and take it into the future, I'm okay with that. I actually liked that game a lot. And whenever I saw the trailer for that game, I loved it. But my point being, if you're passionate about a game and you really like it, and even if you saw leaks, you were still excited for the game, then go for it. But for those who throw hate at something just because you don't like what the developers did, even though they have their own reasons, and then you start making up lies like, oh, Neil Druckmann did this, oh, he inserted himself into the game to have a passionately hugging scene. Listen, game developers are free to do whatever they want with their property, alright? So don't get mad at them because they chose to have something in the game that you don't like. If you don't like it, don't look at it, don't even play it. Choose something else. But don't try and convince fans of that franchise that, hey, they did something I don't like, you shouldn't like it as well, blah. Because that makes it to where, like, people will start to not really like what you're doing. Like, again, going back to the Abby situation and how that leak shows that she kills Joel. And people were up in arms because, oh, Joel's such a well-beloved character, blah blah blah. Well, you know what? Think about it. Abby did what she did because of what Joel did in the previous game. It wasn't just because, or, oh, well, she didn't know, blah blah blah. Joel did something that she found out about and she didn't really like. So when she met him, she confronted him, tortured him, and later killed him because of what he did. That's not a character just killing a character off because gotta make that story. There's a specific reason for that, and it's part of the story. So, my point is, to those passionate about the games that you love, and to the game developers out there, don't let mean comments, no matter how insidiously mean they are, stop you from doing the things that you love. Don't stop that from letting your creation run wild, alright? Because you know what? For every single bit of mean that there is in the world, every single bit of anger that people feel, there's always a demographic of people who enjoys something that others might not. For example, some people didn't like Star Fox Adventures when it came out, but a lot of other people did because despite it having a different control scheme, a different story, and overall a different tone from the other Star Fox games, it turned out really well. It had a fairly dark storyline. It had exchanged the fast-paced flying action with a more Zelda-esque game with, of course, there's still R-Wing stuff, and there's still on-rail shooter segments, but they made it from, like, they made that to explore, or not explore. The R-Wing missions are from going from one place to another, but for the most part, Star Fox Adventures was deviating from the classic Star Fox formula of fly through a stage and shoot bad guys, or fly in a giant aerial arena and fight bad guys and stuff. The reason why they did that was because they wanted to have a different approach. And that's also the reason why Star Fox Zero exists, is because they wanted to have a retelling of the original story, but with other stuff. But, yeah. Anyway, with that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this series. If you did, then please like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and let your friends know all about this channel, so that way they could check it out. Just a reminder, on Thursday I'm going to be doing a live stream, but I've decided to update that a little bit, because instead of starting it 10 minutes before 1, I'm going to be doing it 10 minutes before 12:30. The reason being is because Jeff Keighley, the person who is helping host the Gamescom 2020 opening night stream, has stated that before the actual event, there's going to be 30 minutes of world premieres and stuff. So, yeah, I'm going to be starting up the stream at 12:20 on Thursday. So, you can look forward to that. I'll be on Twitch, of course, because that's how I do stuff on the PC. But, yeah, for now, thank you all for watching. As for the next Let's Play I'm going to be doing, I'm not really sure. I'm really not sure. I'm sure what I do come up with, it'll be something fun that I think people will enjoy. But, yeah, that being said, I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys next time for, probably back to our regularly scheduled programming, you know, GTA, maybe some Doom Eternal stuff. Not sure, but, yeah. Anyway, see you guys then.